In this video, I'm going to show you how to use the basic functions in SPSS for your lab assignments. You can use this video for future labs if you forget how to open and use SPSS. Before you begin a lab, you should read the lab chapter and watch the lab video. You should also read the lab questions and prepare a Word file which you will use to answer and submit your lab questions. When you are ready to start your lab, the first thing you need to do is download the datasets from Blackboard. The datasets are located in the appropriate module under the lab assignment folder here. Then you can open SPSS. You can open the appropriate dataset file by closing this box and then clicking here. For this video, I'm going to be using the NES 2008 dataset as an example. It includes data from the National Election Survey in the U.S. for the year 2008. Note, you must open up SPSS first and then open your file. You cannot open SPSS by clicking on the file from the file folder. You can find the dataset file name you need for a specific lab in the beginning of every lab question after the word dataset in the lab question. After you open your file, you should always click Edit, Options, Variable List, Display Names Alphabetical. This makes it easier to find the variable names in the dataset. Next, the first thing you should see on your screen is the Data View tab. In this view, you can see the entire dataset. The column headings tell you the names of each variable. The row numbers tell you the observation number, so this row is observation 1. The information in the cells are the actual data. If you want more information about each variable, you can click on the Variable View tab below. In this window, you can see the names of each variable, the labels or long name of each variable, the coding values of each variable, and the missing values for each variable. The coding values tell you what the numerical values of the variable mean. For example, if you click on the value cell for age 5, then click the gray button, SPSS shows you that a 1 means between 18 to 30 years old, a 2 means between 31 and 40 years old, and so on. The missing cell tells you the same thing. It tells you how SPSS codes missing values in the dataset. After looking at the Variable View tab, you can go back to the Data View tab by clicking on the tab below, labeled Data View. Last, I'm going to show you another window that you will need to know how to use in the future, the Viewer. In future labs, you will have to run statistical analyses. When you do, they appear in the Viewer window. I'm going to run a frequencies analysis as a demonstration. I click Analyze, Descriptive Statistics, Frequencies. SPSS opens the Frequencies window. I select age 5 and move it over to the Variables box. Then I click OK. Now I can see the results of my analysis in the Viewer. As long as I keep this Viewer window open, all of my analyses will be in the Viewer window in the order in which I ran them. In the future, I'm going to ask you to include your analyses from SPSS in a Word document that you completed your lab in. To insert a table into a Word document, you can right-click on the table, select Copy, go to your Word file, right-click, and select Paste. Last, if you want to go back and forth between the Data View and the Viewer, you can click on Window and select the appropriate option. Right now it's a Viewer, now it's Data View. After you have completed your lab, you must upload it to Blackboard through the appropriate Safe Assignment link in the module. Here.